Off the Rock Productions presents Sound Waves, a series of radio plays for the discerning listener. This week, Geography Teachers Are People Too, by Matthew Wignall.
Hello, I'm JJ Chevalier, and you are listening to GFM, the only radio station in the world made by geography teachers, for geography teachers, about geography teachers. Whether your passion is population density, soil erosion, or good old-fashioned capital cities of the world, this is the place to be. I've just received a tweet from a Mr. David Ashcroft from Derby, who says, "Could you please play Africa by Toto? It brings back such fond memories of teaching my pupils about Africa, while pointing to a map of Africa in my Thursday afternoon lessons about Africa." Well, Mr. Ashcroft, this one's for you.
Hey, I was listening to that.
I have a headache.
Well, can't you go upstairs?
No, I'm staying here with you.
All right, I'll go upstairs then.
And do what?
What I'm doing? Listening to the radio.
Oh, can't you give it a miss?
But it's my favourite show on my favourite station.
It's not healthy, Dominic.
Of course it's healthy. It's wonderful. Finally, the humble geography teacher has a voice. Media representation. A chance to be heard. I've been waiting my whole life for something like this.
I'm not talking about the radio station, although that's suspect enough. I'm talking about your obsession with it.
I'm not obsessed.
How many hours a day do you spend listening to it?
I don't know. 1? Maybe 2 hours after work?
Here,
What's this?
a pie chart. I drew it up last night. It shows how you spent last week. 49 hours sleeping, 52 hours at work, and 67 hours listening to GFM. Try and tell me that's healthy.
This is absolute nonsense. You haven't included my meals or my daily ablutions.
You listen to it when you're eating, when you're in the bath, even when you're...
All right. All right. Look, I admit I listen to it rather a lot. What's wrong with that? It's good to unwind. Would you prefer it if I spent every evening in the pub?
I never said that. But I feel like it's taking over my life. We used to make love to Sexual Healing by Marvin Gaye. Last Friday, we had sex to the sound of 2 geography professors from Ipswich discussing soil displacement on the Norfolk coast.
Well, what's wrong with that?
The fact that you have to ask speaks volumes. I'm sorry, Dominic, but I'm worried about you. I think you need to speak to someone.
What do you mean, speak to someone?
I'd like you to see a psychiatrist.
Tessa, are you questioning my sanity?
I just think you should speak to someone who could understand this obsession. Someone who might be able to shine a light on some hidden reason for it. Because, I'm sorry to say this, Dominic, I can't go on living with you like this.
I'm JJ Chevalier, and this is GFM, the radio station that proves that geography isn't just global, it's universal. I've received an email from Mr. Colin East in Aylesbury who says, although my surname is East, when I taught geography at Belton Comprehensive in Somerset, I had to drive west to work. I literally had to go west to teach geography. Therefore, could you please play Go West by the Village People, my all-time favourite geography-based hit single? Mr. East, the pleasure is all mine.
Nothing.
Don't lie, Dominic. I've been watching you for the last 5 minutes, listening again to that radio station.
I was just relaxing.
It's 3:30 in the morning.
I couldn't sleep.
I mean it, Dominic. It has to stop, or we're finished. It's the radio or me.
I'm JJ Chevalier, and you are listening to GFM, making the world bigger and smaller at the same time. Here's a message from Mr. Dominic Gillespie in Stevenage.
Yes!
Who writes, my favourite geography song of all time is Heaven is a Place on Earth by Belinda Carlisle. I like nothing more than listening to Belinda's dulcet tones as I drive back home after a day teaching geography. I would be eternally grateful, no pun intended, if you could play it for me. Well, Mr. Gillespie, I'm afraid I can't do that.
What?
As it is geographically flawed. Heaven is not a place on earth. It is a metaphysical concept that lies at the heart of many leading religions. Now, if the title was Devon is a place on earth, there'll be no problem, as that title is geographically sound. In all honesty, I have no idea why they didn't call it that. I mean, Devon still scans. A wasted opportunity, if you ask me. Anyway, it's not for me to reason why. It's for me to play geography-fused music. So here's...
They wouldn't play my song. They wouldn't play my song. They wouldn't play my song.
Oh,
Hello?
you're not listening to the radio.
What? Oh, yes. I've been thinking about what you said. You're right. I've become obsessed. I need to make a stand. I'm going cold turkey.
Oh, Dominic, I'm so proud of you.
And when I say cold turkey, I mean the act of self-denial rather than the country that has an annual precipitation of up to 1,300 millimetres and a landmass of...
Yes, darling, I get the idea. Will you talk to someone then? You know, an expert?
An expert in geography?
I was thinking more of a psychiatrist.
Oh, I see.
Well,
Yes. Yes, I think I probably should.
where are you going?
I need to make a phone call.
You're making an appointment to see a psychiatrist.
What? Oh, yes, I'm making an appointment, yeah.
Hello, this is GFM and I'm JJ Chevalier, bringing you the best geography-related music from around the globe. Time to go to the phone lines as we have a Mr. Dominic Gillespie, who's a geography teacher in Stevenage, wanting to talk to us. Fire away, Mr. Gillespie.
I have a complaint.
Is it gout? That can be exacerbated by a low humidity index, such as the one you have in Stevenage.
No, it's not gout. It's about your refusal to play Heaven is a Place on Earth.
But it's not a place on Earth. It's a geographically misleading song, and I refuse to play it.
Ah, but it's a song by Belinda Carlisle. And the last time I looked, Carlisle was a place on Earth.
Your logic is infallible. So, Mr. Gillespie, what's the population density of Carlisle?
What? I don't know.
Annual rainfall, height above sea level, average humidity during the months of July and August? You don't have a clue, do you? The whole point of listeners' requests is that the song is personal to them. Have you ever even been to Carlisle?
I once had a weekend in the Lake District.
Not good enough, Mr. Gillespie. Not for this radio station. Goodbye and good riddance. Now, here's the Kinks with Waterloo Sunset.
Been rejected. Rejected by my favourite radio station. Come in.
Well, how did it go?
They rejected me.
The psychiatrist rejected you?
No, GFM.
Dominic, have you been listening to that damn radio station again? After everything you just said?
I'm so sorry. I just wanted them to play a song for me, to hear my request being played on the greatest radio station in history, and they rejected me. It was awful. Every geography teacher in the country, perhaps even the world, might have heard it. I mean, this is horrible, absolutely horrible.
Dominic, this isn't natural. This isn't you. Oh, will you please call a psychiatrist? Only you can do it.
You're right. I can't go on like this. I need help.
Ah, Mr. Gillespie, have a seat.
Thank you.
My name is Dr. Salisbury.
Salisbury? Did you know that during July, Salisbury has an average of 223.5 sunshine hours?
I didn't know that.
And that its nearest Met Office weather station is at Boscombe Down, about 6 miles north of the city centre?
Really? How fascinating. Can I ask you why you are here, Mr. Gillespie?
Why I'm here? Well, the thing is, I'm obsessed with a radio station.
I see. Do go on, Mr. Gillespie. Nothing you say shall leave these four walls.
I am a geography teacher, and one day, while I was sat in the staff room, I happened to turn the radio on, and there was this radio station.
Progress that you've made. So, you see, you just have to keep rationalising it to yourself. I mean, what is it at the end of the day? A radio station. Nothing more than a radio station. And you can live without it.
You really think I can do it?
Absolutely. I have complete faith in you. You've had 14 sessions with me now, and I know you well enough to be able to say that you're a lot stronger than you think you are. I mean, look at the graph. Your listening time has reduced by 75% in less than 3 months. A final clean break is what you need now. Pull off that plaster in one swift go. Give it up.
I will.
So when you get home, what are you going to do?
I don't know, but I know what I'm not going to do.
Which is?
I'm not going to listen to that bloody radio station.
And what radio station is that?
GF... Do you know? I can't remember.
Attaboy. Go get 'em, Tiger.
I will. Get who?
I don't know. It's just something I like to say at the end of the final session. I think I'm trying to affirm the birth of a new you or something.
Well, this is the new me, and I'm going to hunt down that radio and tear it to shreds.
Good for you.
And then I'm going to growl and roar because you can't tame this wildcat.
That's wonderful.
And then I'm going to make mad, passionate love to my tigress.
Okay, I think we've exhausted the tiger metaphor.
Goodbye, Dr. Salisbury, and thanks for everything. Tessa, I've done it. I'm like a new man.
Really?
Yes.
What, you mean?
I'm cured. At least, I think I am. I mean, I haven't listened to the radio all day, and what's more, I don't want to.
Oh, Dominic, that's fantastic. I'm so proud of you.
Come on, look, let's just do something.
Well, what?
I don't know. I mean, go for a walk, a meal. Maybe we could even make a little love to a certain song by a certain Marvin Gaye.
That sounds lovely. But, I've got a headache.
A headache?
Yeah, it's been hammering at me all day.
Well, let's just go for a walk then.
Well, I'm sorry, darling, but I just need to lie down for a bit. Look, why don't you go? It's a lovely evening. Have a nice, long walk by yourself. I'm sure I'll feel better by the time you get back.
Oh. Well, if you're sure.
Yeah, you go and enjoy the fresh air. Oh, you've deserved it. I just need, a couple of hours. I'm sure I'll be as right as rain.
All right. Well, take care. I'll see you later.
Bye, darling. Best check that he leaves. That's it. You just keep walking. Oh, and there he goes. Now, for a bit of me time.
Hello, I'm FX Marshall and you're listening to AFM, the only radio station in the world made by accountants, for accountants, about accountants. Here's Depeche Mode with Everything Counts.
You've been listening to Geography Teachers Are People Too by Matthew Wignall. JJ Chevalier was played by Harrison Fretwell-Bates. Dominic by Keir Brown. Tessa by Mandy Newby. Dr. Salisbury by Lisa Druett-Arundale. And FX Marshall by Sarah Cotterill. Geography Teachers Are People Too was produced by Alexander King and directed by Matthew Wignall for Off the Rock Productions. For For more information about Off the Rock Productions, please visit our website at offtherockproductions.co.uk.